Hi, my name's Terrence, but you can call me TJ. Anyway, the events that I'm about to unfold completely changed my viewpoint on the afterlife. In the summer of 2012, my best friend named Josh and I were at the park. We were indulging in a friendly yet rough game of soccer. Joshua, by the way, is an avid soccer player. The game consisted mainly of his friends, which were about 6 of them, and I. Hours passed by as we played. The time was 1 p.m. when we first arrived at the park, and when we finally decided to call it a day, the time was 5 p.m. All of us exchanged our goodbyes for the day and went our separate ways until we would meet again. Joshua and I decided to just kick back at my house. I ordered a pizza for the 2 of us, since we were both famished from the game. 45 minutes passed, which felt like hours with the remembrance that both our stomachs were touching our backs. The delivery guy finally brought the pizza, and Josh and I enjoyed our company together. I probably ate 2 slices, since I routinely go outside to play soccer by myself to better my skills. The sun was still out, which I considered myself lucky because I live in Alabama. Josh went outside in the front yard to admire the view of the house, considering that he rarely comes over. 40 minutes went by, so I decided to go back in. But our leisure time was cut short when my ears were greeted by the sound of Josh frantically yelling for me to come outside. I asked him what was the matter, and he said he saw someone looking back at him through the dining room window, and then whatever it was just disappeared. I laughed it off, thinking that maybe Josh had just had a long day. But what I was greeted by inside changed my viewpoint about the paranormal forever. The flower vase had been completely shattered in a million unrepairable pieces, and the wooden chairs that were in the dining room were all the way in the laundry room. I asked Josh if he did this whilst I was outside, and he replied, "No." It was believable too, since the dining room has a door that can be unlocked from the outside with a special key that my dad carries with him. Josh said he went out 30 seconds after I went out. Acting frantically and skittish as Josh always does, he asked me what will my parents do or say, but I assured him it was all right. Several minutes passed, so I told Josh he could head home, because I could tell he was unnerved about the situation more than I was. 20 minutes of peace and quiet passed by until it abruptly came to an end with the nerve-wrenching sound of scratching coming from the outside of my bedroom door. I knew no one was home other than me, and whatever it was inside my bedroom. I ruled out the possibilities of a break-in or a wild animal, since our house has impenetrable access, and my parents hate animals with a passion. My bedroom door has a 2-way lock, and I always lock it from the outside to keep anything or anyone from getting in whenever I leave the house. My key was with me the entire time I was out and at home. So either I was experiencing paranormal occurrences unfolding before my very eyes, or someone was an expert tunnel digger. I went to my neighbor's house until my parents came home. Hopefully my traumatic experience that had been happening to me all day would be attended to. Yet everything returned to normal. My parents asked me about the vase and chairs, but I said practically anything to soothe their curiosity. I finally had courage to unlock my door with the calm assurance of knowing my parents were home. I was about to put the key in the lock when the ominous scratching noise started up again, and then ended almost instantly. I unlocked the door and went in, hoping to see a physical, tangible source of whatever was causing the scratching sound. Of course, my curiosity was unamused, only to see absolutely nothing. Until I saw a note taped to my swivel chair that read, "Check the shed." And since then, I never overstayed my visit outside, and never went within 100 feet of the shed.